A very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to another beautiful morning. And we right here at Abuja City Television, yes, we're here to bring you the best of everything, starting with newspapers. We're here to make sure you are updated on news stories making the rounds. Today being the 15th day of November 2023, and I'm really excited to bring this. I'm excited that we get to be the voice you hear and be able to make sense of certain happenings in the country at this moment. My name is Diltu Joan. I am your host for today, but I have an in-house analyst, someone who is good, someone who would be able to help us dissect some of the stories we'll be looking at today so that we can have a better grasp of what's happening. I have with me Mr. Patrick. Good morning, sir.
Thank you, Joe.
How do you do?
Doing? I'm fine. How are
Okay,
you?
I'm doing well too. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. So before I go any further, I would like to indulge that, when we roll out some of these, stories, we're basically just giving you insight, But if you want to know in-depthly what's going on, I think it's best you grab some of these stories. I'll be starting this morning with this paper. And if you are in Nigeria or you've been following the news, you definitely know that the strike is striking. It's one striking story that is everywhere. And a lot of people have argued whether it's personal, whether it's for national interest. So I think it's even best we start with this. We talked about it yesterday, but that was with Mr. Alvin. I want to hear your thoughts about the strike, because a lot of people are calling out the NLC chairman and saying he should not use his powers to just affect national interest because of something that might have just happened to him. To what interest
The thing is,
that can achieve?
unless we are just deceiving ourselves,
Yeah.
if the political party didn't come together, if they refuse to come together, the ruling party will continue to defeat them at the polls.
So are you in support?
It's not, even if I'm in support, if I'm not in support, it's not
Oh,
my
yeah,
decision to make.
analyst, so
But what I'm
let's hear
saying,
from
I will
you.
just give you my opinion.
Yeah, your opinion is what I'm asking.
If the political parties, if they did not come together, they will find it difficult. It will be an 23, 24 state as of today, and PDP, the PDP and Labour Party, they are grasping with the rest of the states. So how do you defeat such a party in the national election with the amount of resources that in their disposal at the state level, at the federal level? See, Atiku knows. Atiku is not a nova. He's not a political nova. He has paid his due in politics, so he knows what he's talking about. He's not just saying it for fun. For saying he knows that if they did not come together, it will be very. How did the APC? How did they come? Look at the way APC came to power in 2015. See, they have the media, as in, on their side in 2015. They made use of the media. They attacked the Goodluck Jonathan government. They make sure they attack him. As in, it's not going to be easy. That's just a fact. It's not going to be easy to host the ruling party, but I think it is possible. It's something that is possible if they work towards it. It's very possible, but they have to work very hard to achieve that.
Well, I can't wait to see how this will turn out, because I mean, if, just like you said, if they were able to come up at some point to form the APC to defeat the PDP, then maybe that's the only way. And like you said, Buhari had contested a couple of times.
Politics is
maybe Atiku will finally get a chance if he does
at
this.
what age? You see, politics is interesting.
Yeah.
Politics is all about sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. You have to build bridges. If they can put aside their personal interest and look at the interest of the nation, as in, that's where the politicians always have a problem. Their inability to put their personal interest. Normally, all of them usually, politics is also about interest. So all of them seem to put that I must be president. That election ended in place over the years from the bivers in our electoral system. So it's not the INEC of 2007. You cannot compare of INEC of 2015 with INEC in all our election we keep
They're evolving.
that there is evolving. So I don't think that though we are still developing. A lot of things still need to be put in place to ensure we have a credible electoral process. I agree with that, but it's not going to be a one-day thing. But I think INEC is they are doing a fantastic job, and people find it very easy to always fault INEC. I don't believe that. I don't agree with that. See, the political players themselves, those who are playing the politics, they are the cop. No, let the president do his job.
Yeah.
That is why we elect you
The
to
institutions
as
to
the
make
president. So if you inherited the ability from Buhari, that Mr. President, you have to fix it.
Well, like on the Daily Trust, we also have a headline here, still on this same matter, saying that FG has run out of ideas. This is coming from an economist, so I don't even know what that means. If we're running out of ideas, so where do we want to start from?
I don't think they've run out of ideas. See, government is, as in, government is not a comedy. It's more than that. It's a serious business. Like you just read that the President Tinubu said he inherited the ability from Buhari. Maybe when the president, when you are not on the seat yet, you don't know how it is. You don't know the extent, the damage, the extent of the damage that has been done. Maybe when the president now got to the sea, when you look at the papers, he now realized there are a lot of things as in a lot of things are not in place. A lot of things has been mismanaged. But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that the president, I'm not saying that what he said might be true, but it is your responsibility, as in to fix it. Yes, to go further is your responsibility to solve the problem. Yeah. Because you are Buhari, and you are on the same political party. Is from your party, and you said you are going to continue on his legacy. You promise you campaign based on the performance of Buhari in government. Then so it is responsibility of the president to fix whatever he thinks, as in to fix whatever problem that he has found out in when he came in. Yeah. But for the economists for that economy to say that FG has run out of ideas, I don't think so. You see, governance is a serious business. Like I said earlier, it will take a process for us. They have to sit down now. God is good now. They have an economy team. They have a cabinet now. I think it is time for them to get to work. Yeah. The affairs of the nation. Whatever the problem is, it is their responsibility to get it fixed.
All right, so this is on the Daily Trust, and we have another headline here that says anxiety in Kano Plateau ahead of appeal court judgments, and also passengers evacuated as Port Harcourt bound aircraft overshoots runway. So if you want to know more about these stories, do well to grab
I think the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal in Kano. The Court of Appeal in Kano is they will be giving judgment in the gubernatorial Thursday in Kano between the current governor Abba Gida and Gawuna, the candidate of APC. If you recall earlier, the candidate of APC won at the tribunal. So the Court of Appeal, they are set to give judgment. That anxiety is understandable. As in the Kano resident will be looking forward to that judgment, because that judgment will determine who is going to be their governor.
Same goes for Plateau State.
Even in Plateau State, so it is understandable. But in all this, we just appeal to the people to be peaceful. Yeah. Whichever way it goes, if it goes either way, whichever way it goes, they are still indigenous. They are still from Plateau State. They are still from Kano State. So they should just take it and they should and those involved, as in the candidate themselves, the governor, all the people that are involved, they should be able to talk to their supporters to just calm down and exercise a little bit patience. Let the court decide.
I also feel Nigerians need to get to a place where they respect what the court says.
Yes,
because if we have lawlessness anyhow and we just say, okay, since court is not giving us what we want, we can just go overboard. Then it becomes a madhouse. So as much as possible, we need calm and peace. All right, I want us to quickly look at this story about CBN extending the legal tender status deadline of old banknotes. So at this point, it means we're still using the old and the new. What does that mean for
yesterday
the economy?
CBN they lifted indefinitely that we are free to use. It's anytime we remember what the Mayfield saga, the Naira scarcity. It's good. It's good that we are now will be using our Naira till further notice. And have you even noticed that even the the new note,
Yeah.
the new note, the so-called new note that the Emefiele no note,
It's scarce.
it's scarce.
Scarce.
So what you now begin to wonder what our dear Emefiele wanted to achieve, that as in what he wanted to achieve, what he set out to achieve. Because I think just imagine that we have this old note was not brought back into circulation.
Yeah.
Just imagine what will
A
have
lot of
happened.
Nigerians will be stranded.
So I begin to wonder what was the objective